Cities like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, it's that 95 corridor that we're going to have to watch for the possibility of storms. Are they springtime? Yeah. Are we going to see the type of risk that we see in the Midwest play out for the 95 corridor? It doesn't look like it, but it does take only one storm for us to get those damaging winds that knocks out power, knocks down trees, and can produce some dangerous situations. So we're watching. Monday and Tuesday certainly have been pleasant for people in the Northeast and New England, but this is for tomorrow. That boundary making its way, some energy too, all the way down to Kentucky and Tennessee. We could tap into some of that energy and watch as storms develop. We might have ongoing storms in the bluegrass state tomorrow morning, because what does form in the Midwest will have a trajectory and a movement to the east. And as it does move into this unstable environment, sometimes morning storms, especially this time of year, they can be on the strong to severe side. We will have an opportunity to warm. Now, how warm we get, will this be a limiting factor? It looks like it could play into that, where we might see some clouds, might even have some rain. And so the zone that we see, this level 2 out of 5 threat, might not have as expansive as the storms as maybe what we were looking at and thinking earlier in the week. So maybe some good news, and maybe that results in some drier time for Thursday as opposed to really strong storms. But dew points, we're going to feel those increasing throughout the morning into the afternoon on Thursday. That moisture will have an ability to surge north. A 64-degree dew point in New York City, not all that bad. I mean, it's not soupy like it was late last week, but getting into the 60s would provide enough fuel for us to see the storms. In addition to that, what is a very potent mid and upper level jet with this trough, that is going to be moving east. But it's the position. The position really matters when it comes to where we see the severe weather grow. And if this thing was just a little farther to the west, if this was nudged farther west, we would have a more ample atmosphere and environment for us to see the widespread storms. So timing is everything. But we will see some of those winds try to mix down with a few of these storms. And that's where we need to watch for the potential of us getting those 60, maybe upwards of 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but that would be a bit extreme. One big note, and Craig Herrera had mentioned it too earlier this hour, has been that shift farther north to include Vermont and New Hampshire, portions of Maine, Massachusetts, Boston. So we've got in New England a growing severe weather threat that we'll have to pay attention to. So overall, bring in Melanie here and talk about these storms. And we got the return flow. Monday and Tuesday have been so pleasant, right? You came back
stepping outside last night,
wasn't it so
and it
nice?
just felt so fresh.
Gosh, I know. You had the beach house in the Cape, and then you come back here, and we've got pleasant weather. I'm like, who needs a Cape? And we got these nice temperatures.
I don't know. You might need the Cape.
I do need a vacation.
But it's certainly going to feel and look a whole lot different tomorrow across the Cape than what we got to experience last week. But here you look at tomorrow morning. There's those showers and storms really favoring areas across New York and up into New England.
And that's the thing. It is splotchy. It's more isolated, and that's hopefully going to help. Obviously, we've got the big parade tomorrow in New York. So for the Knicks, for people who follow sports, but you see how our Fox weather model really is kind of a no-show regarding the storms. Maybe the best shot is 2-3 o'clock. But at best, it's isolated, maybe the lower Hudson Valley. Maybe we get some into Connecticut and western Massachusetts. But we advance. I think the coverage will be a bit more widespread in New England. I think that's the big change.
Certainly. But it looks like by the evening, a lot of this activity continues to push offshore. So maybe you're left with some lingering moisture. But overall, I think at that point, by the evening, the event's pretty much over. So we're looking at Washington, D.C. over the next 3 days. And there you see the chance for showers Thursday and into Friday.
Yeah, not too bad. And as far as the future track looks for Washington, D.C., we'll see how widespread those storms are. But tomorrow morning, maybe a few showers, the leftover stuff from the Midwest moving on through. Do we have an opportunity to dry out and warm up? I think so, but how unstable will it be? And could it lead to some widespread storms? Really a promising trend for Washington, D.C., that maybe we'll have more dry time tomorrow and less of that severe weather threat. So we'll hope for it. But yeah, storms return to the Northeast tomorrow.